Imagine you've been trying to be more health conscious. You're trying to lose weight. You believe strongly in the idea that more cardio will lead to success. So naturally, when the weight loss stalls, you assume the issue is down to not spending enough time in the gym. You try and find answers, and your research tells you to increase cardio even more, but it doesn't help. The real cause is actually due to overeating. This is a perfect example of confirmation bias, where personal beliefs cloud your judgment and lead you to ignore evidence that doesn't fit your assumptions. The desire to confirm your pre-existing ideas prevents you from seeing other possibilities, leading to poor decision-making. Confirmation bias doesn't just affect individuals. It can cause problems on a broader scale. When we form an opinion about someone or something, whether through personal experience or a quick judgment, confirmation bias kicks in and pushes us to gather evidence that supports our initial impression. The risk is that we selectively attend to certain information, strengthening our existing beliefs while ignoring anything that might contradict them. This can result in interpersonal conflicts as we close ourselves off to new perspectives, becoming rigid in our views. On a larger societal scale, confirmation bias contributes to political polarization. Social and political divides become deeper as people focus on information that reinforces their views, avoiding or rejecting contrary evidence. For example, in-group bias, favoring those who are like us, can combine with confirmation bias, leading to increased stereotyping of outsiders and a greater likelihood of dismissing conflicting opinions. Over time, this creates echo chambers where only similar ideas are amplified, making compromise or progress even harder to achieve. The media plays a significant role in shaping these biases. News outlets shaped by their audiences often present stories in ways that align with the existing beliefs of their viewers. Whether intentional or not, the way information is filtered through personal and political biases influences how we perceive events, reinforcing existing opinions. We tend to seek out media that supports our views, limiting exposure to opposing arguments and creating a cycle that strengthens confirmation bias. So why does confirmation bias happen? At its core, it's a mental shortcut. Sorting through evidence takes time and energy, and our brains prefer efficiency. This shortcut is built into our survival instincts. Making quick decisions often meant life or death for our ancestors. Over time, it became a way to conserve mental resources, allowing us to react swiftly to new information, though it's not always the most accurate or beneficial way to think. Confirmation bias also just feels good. No one likes to be wrong, and changing long-held beliefs can be uncomfortable. To protect our self-esteem and sense of identity, we cling to the ideas that validate our worldview, especially when these beliefs define who we are. In group settings, this can lead to groupthink, where the desire for harmony overrides the need for critical discussion. People conform to the dominant view, reinforcing shared beliefs and preventing new ideas from gaining ground. To overcome confirmation bias, we first need to recognize that it's happening. Being aware of this bias allows us to step back and reevaluate our decision-making processes. Rather than seeking out information that aligns with our views, we should strive to expose ourselves to multiple perspectives. This means deliberately seeking out opposing viewpoints and challenging our assumptions, even when it's uncomfortable. Diversifying our information sources, particularly when making decisions that affect others, can help ensure a more balanced and informed approach. Engaging in thoughtful discussions is also important. By opening ourselves up to debate, we can identify and confront biases that might otherwise go unnoticed. Rather than shutting down opposing arguments, we should welcome them as opportunities to refine our thinking. While confirmation bias can never be fully eliminated, these strategies can help minimize its influence and lead to better decision-making. The advent of the internet has amplified this bias through phenomena like the filter bubble, where algorithms tailor content to users' preferences, showing them more of what they already agree with. As a result, people become more entrenched in their views, rarely encountering information that challenges their beliefs. This digital echo chamber fosters divisions and reinforces the cycle of confirmation bias. Avoiding confirmation bias requires deliberate effort. It starts with being conscious of how our beliefs shape the way we interpret information. By broadening our perspectives, questioning our assumptions, and engaging with others openly, we can start to break the cycle of biased thinking. Though difficult, this shift in mindset is essential for personal growth, better decision-making, and a more balanced understanding of the world around us. But make the right choice now, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.